story.
Really?
For this reason, for this is the builder, they are not building it just to save some money, but in my opinion those are one of the best layouts that you can have. You know, there are 5 levels, so 5, 4 and 3. 3 is the best because you just see, and from outside the house looks like a bungalow. You don't even believe that that one is a like a backsplit 3 or a side split 3. Looks like a bungalow, but still, you know, feels like a bungalow. It's not a big difference in you know.
Can you give us some examples of type of properties we can buy? What do you suggest? And yeah, if you have some examples, would be great.
Oh, okay, good question. So in terms of the budget, as I said before, the most affordable ones, they are the condo apartments. The condo apartments in high rises or low rises, they are the most affordable, let's say. But they have a maintenance fee, as I said. The second could be also a condo, but a condo townhome. A condo townhome is, you know, it's a townhome with some common elements like a parking and landscaping around the condo townhome. It looks like a normal townhome, but has a maintenance fee. That condo townhome, it's a little bit less expensive than a freehold townhome.
Of course, yes.
Probably sometimes 100,000, 150,000, 200,000, depending on the location. So that one is another type of double property that, you know, you can buy. The beauty to buy that one is you don't have so many common expenses like common elements and then common expenses.
Yes.
You know, like hallways, elevators. So you have just you know, an alley and some parking spaces. So the maintenance fee is very low compared with the other ones, with the high-rise condos. Also, you can buy a semi-detached or even a detached. You know, so many people, they are not so common, let's say, but you know, I remember in Mississauga, I purchased some detached, you know, condos for my clients, you know, a few years ago. So they basically they pay a small amount, let's say about $100 for the maintenance for the lighting in the area, for cleaning the you know, the roads, the parking spots, and to take care of the grass and to shovel the snow during the winter time. So
it's a normal house.
It's a normal house. Looks like a normal house, detached.
Okay, but you pay.
You pay a small, because you know, usually there are 2-3 small streets, and then they take care. It's like a kind of gated community, but with no gate.
But that's great.
You know,
I would say.
Yeah, because you can buy. You can buy for much an affordable price than a normal detached.
Interesting.
You know? So that one could be. And then you know, if the investor has more money, then they can go to the freehold segment, which a freehold can be like a townhome, a semi-detached, a link, and a detached. What does mean link? You know, the semi-detached is a property that is linked with you know, with a wall, like a common wall. The townhome, usually there are 2 walls. The end unit looks like a semi, so they have just 1 wall. The link property is very interesting. It looks like a detached, but they are linked in 2 ways. One, through the garage, and it looks like so just in the garage side they are linked.
Okay.
You know, so basically it looks like a townhome, but it's a link.
It's a link.
But another type, a better link, is look like a detached home, but it's underground, is linked by the foundation.
Oh,
so they're very close to each other.
You don't even know.
You don't even know. You don't even notice. Just if you see that it's a very small distance between the 2 homes, then means you have to, you know, they have to pop up in your mind that this one could be a link. And then when you go on MPAC, you know, the government website, on that description says a link. It's not a detached, it's a link. The listing agents, they have to disclose. So many listings agents, they don't disclose, but it's a break of the rules, because the people, if they don't know that it's a link, then it's a problem, you know, because basically it's not a detached. completely detached, and if they want to do some extended renovations, to do an extension, then it's very dangerous because it's linked with the other homes. And then if you put so many weight in one side of the house, the foundation can break, and then the neighbor can sue you for that. So it's better to buy a specific just detached, purely detached, and then you can do, of course, with the city approvals, whatever upgrade you want.
Yeah, as long as you know, and you're right. But the prices are lower.
But the prices are lower than this. So let's say for the same square footage, the price is 100,000-200,000 lower than a detached.
Oh, wow.
Even more, depending on
It's good to know.
depending on position of the house and depending on the city. And the dream home for everyone is a detached home. That one is the most expensive one, and can range from, I don't know, 800-900 square footage, like an old bungalow, to 5,000-7,000 square feet. So, and then the type of let's say homes, let's say for the detached homes, because they are more, as I said, is the dream property for everyone. So they're the most common ones now. They're 2 stories, so there are 2 levels. Usually the builders, they are building 99% of the cases. They still build some bungalows, so it's 1 story, which is the best for the retirees and for the people with they have problems with the mobility. So it's just 1 floor, and then of course the basement is the same size, which is great. If it's a walkout basement, it still is the best. I think a walkout basement detached bungalow is the best. Why? Because you don't have to go up and down on the stairs. The basement, the walkout basement, gives you the impression that you have enough light in the basement. You don't feel like you're living in the basement. You can have a separate entrance. You can have a separate house there for your in-laws and for your kids. You can rent out like an Airbnb. Okay, and then another few interesting styles of homes. They are like a backsplit and sidesplit. So they are kind of homes that the builder, they didn't build them since, I don't know, like 30, from 1980s, 1970s. There are 3 levels or 4 levels or 5 levels, side split or back split, and between levels they are just half of the level. Usually the kitchen and the living area is in the middle. The bedrooms are half level up, and let's say the family room and the basement is half level down. It's such an amazing home. It costs a little bit more than a normal 2-story. For this reason, this is the builder, they are not building it just to save some money. But in my opinion, those are one of the best layouts that you can have. There are 5 levels, so 5, 4, and 3. 3 is the best because and from outside the house looks like a bungalow. You don't even believe that one is a like a backsplit 3 or a side split 3. Looks like a bungalow, but still it feels like a bungalow. It's not a big difference in between levels, and it's very easy to go to one or to another. And the core of the house is the main level, which is the kitchen, the dining, living room that you spend all day. And then if you go to,
it's a little bit separated.
It's a little bit separated. It's a very cozy design, and unfortunately the builders, they're not building anymore.
It's more complicated, I guess. Maybe it's more expensive to build.
It's more expensive to build. It's more expensive to build.
They want to focus right now what is more efficient.
Now the new construction for townhomes, unfortunately they are like stacked townhomes, like 4 levels. So imagine you go from and then you go another 3 levels up. Very difficult, especially for people they have a certain age, and if you it's so painful.
I don't know. It's not only that, but
the reason because they're doing that is just because the builder tried to use as much square foot as possible. So instead to building like a bungalow horizontally, now they try to build it vertically.
I know.
And then it's very hard. For young families they are okay. For people that they want to live in a certain area for for some good schools, or they want to desire a certain neighborhood, this is the only way to get into that neighborhood. So they have to make a concession.
I know. It's always like you have to sacrifice something.
Yeah. So as I said, the condo high-rise, condo low-rise. You know, there are another two types of cooperatives and co-ownerships. They are much like a condo, but you're not owning the unit. You are a shareholder in case of cooperatives, and in case of co-ownership, you can still get you know, a private mortgage. But you know, there are much less. There are few cases that are usually in Forest Hill in Toronto, Eglinton and Bathurst area. There are some cooperatives and co-ownerships. They're not so common, and you have to need, for example, in case of cooperatives, they look like a condo, but they are not, and it's another board of directors that have to approve the sale. So it's a kind of the board of directors has to approve the sale. If they don't like the person or the family or whatever, they say no. So it's very controversial, but it's still a type of ownership.
Well,
yeah, they're much cheaper. They have to put usually 30%. So whoever wants to buy a place in a cooperative or co-ownership, there are some very strict rules with the mortgages. So you cannot put 5% or 10%, like usually when you buy a, you know, like property. They have to put, like, buyer has to come with 30%. For this reason, there are not so many buyers for this kind of properties. And then it's very hard to resell it.
Okay. But the prices are probably better.
Oh, the prices are much lower. So if you want to live in an amazing neighborhood, you don't have enough money to buy a normal condo apartment, the only chance is to buy a cooperative or co-ownership.
Okay, it's good to know. Oh my God, so much information, Marius. Again, we're always... I feel I'm learning, and I don't know if you know, but we have more than 2 years, then we're actually doing the interviews. I didn't even realize that we have
2 years just passed, you know.
In February, actually, we had 2 years.
Oh my God, the time goes so fast, and we have, I think, in my opinion, you have to appreciate each day that God gives us to live.
Of course.
And every morning when I wake up, I thank God for another day that you know, I have another day, and every night I pray to God that He gives me another day to live. So we have to be appreciated. We don't have to take it for granted.
No.
And we have to be happy that we are above the ground, not underground, and we have to be to pray to our Lord, you know, for you know.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot from you. I'm still learning. Like, honestly,
thank you so much.
It's been like 2 years. It's been 2 years, but honestly, I'm still learning. I'm learning all the time.
Thank you so much. I really work with passion, and you know, this is my my passion, my real estate, and it's not my job. And I'm not counting, you know, how many hours I work per day. Sometimes I work like 16 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes maybe 6 hours or 7. So, but you know, we work a lot, but I don't feel like I work. You know, it's a way of life.
That's perfect, actually. Thank you so much. Again,
thank you so much again, and God bless you. And hopefully we can see each other healthy and happy in the next weeks or so.
Yeah. Let's hope so. Thanks so much, Marius.
Welcome.